Past 8 years, I was training everybody, bro. Like I was training Naomi, Campbell, Bella Hadid, every Victoria's Secret model, some athletes, Virgil, Ricardo, Tishy, Heron Preston, all these people, traveling around the world for Nike and all this stuff. And it becomes a point where you have to say to yourself, look, I didn't want to work for anybody else. I didn't really look up to anybody. Virgil's the only person I really looked up to because what he did and what streetwear did essentially was, and this is where I think this health and wellness is going, like encapsulated an IP that allow people to belong to something greater than themselves, but they showed that through gear, right? But it was very bootleg at first. Like at the end of the day, Pyrex was a very bootleg thing, and we're at that stage currently right now within health and wellness culture, in my opinion. When from a lens of how does this proliferate into the mainstream? Yeah, you have the Goops of the world, you have whatever the Huberman Labs of the world, all this stuff, but that talks to such a specific person. That a lot of people don't find that interesting, although it has made a huge industry. Like the market cap of health and wellness is like $5 trillion, 4.5, some estimates, whatever. So yeah, I mean, there's no true North Star, but at the end of the day, what does it become? The big things. And I used to work in food. Like out of college, I worked for this company called Health Warrior that got sold to PepsiCo. I was employee number maybe 5. And it taught me a lot about social strategy and how people view certain things. But really what it comes down to is how do you understand the difference between products and services, like Joe Holder's essentially thought leadership, digital ecosystems for the end participation, and then possible physical goods and services that then can be sold. Right. But doing it from a lens where it's just like, I'm not trying to sell you shit to sell you shit. I'm trying to sell you the tools so you actually act. Right. And make it community based. But that's what's next for me, man. It's like, I don't know, the past 7 years, I was training everybody, bro. Like I was training Naomi Campbell, Bella Hadid, every Victoria's Secret model, some athletes, Virgil, Ricardo, Tishy, Heron Preston, all these people, traveling around the world for Nike and all this stuff. And it becomes a point where you have to say to yourself, look, it's kind of like when an athlete like goes Larry Holmes status or whatever. It's like, am I going to stay here and just be flabby, washed up and be that old guy? You know what I mean? Or it's like, yo, I can't beat that Joe Holder. It's like, that was the Kobe that was wearing 8. I can't beat him, right? Like the industry will change, time goes. I can't be doing what I was doing. Can I figure out how to transition and of course make it bigger and on my own terms and figure out what that next level is instead of staying just comfortable? And having a masterclass, the first masterclass in health and wellness, definitely created a bridge for me to continue in other ways. But I'm venturing into the unknown and I'm excited about it, but it's definitely hard work. Yeah, no doubt. To do all of that and then also continue to create and continue to run and continue to do the thing that everything else is built around. Yeah. Yeah.